How's it going? How's your day? Has it been a tough week? Has it been a really good week? I just want to check in to see how are you doing. I don't know about you, but week to week, I feel like this year has gone by so fast. It just seems like we were in January and we are watching the spring come in, and then we were watching the summer, and now the summer's gone and we're now about to approach a winter. And man, this year has gone really fast. So I thought I want to check in because I want to make sure you're okay. When things are really fast, when things are really busy, it's like we don't have time to check in on each other. We don't have time to find peace in all that's happening in our world around us. We're just busy. We are running from one event to the next, one obligation to the next, and if you're working, you're doing all those things on top of your obligations to work. And it's just one of those things where you find yourself busy all the time. Sometimes you don't have opportunities to check in on friends, check in on the family members, check in on the ones that you really value their friendships or relationships the most because you're busy. Sometimes you don't get a chance to check in on your kids. Sometimes you don't get a chance to check in on your mate, your spouse. Busy means that you don't have time for people. At least that's how I perceive it. And I don't know if that's what I would ever want it to be said, that I don't have time for people. But when I get busy, that's exactly what happens. I don't have time. So for me, I have to pause. Because when I get busy, I forget about all the things that matter, like getting adequate time that's downtime, eating the right foods, doing the activities that bring encouragement to my heart. But the simplest thing, like resting, is the last thing I think to do. So today, I am taking rest. Today, I am slowing down long enough to feel the breeze on my face, notice the changing of the leaves, smell some flowers that are still blooming, look at the sky and the clouds. I am just learning to rest. Too often in our lives, we get so busy, and that busyness makes you feel anxious, and the anxious makes you feel overwhelmed, which can sometimes lead to depression. When we are not getting adequate rest, there are so many things that get affected. I can't speak for you, sis, but I know for me, I get depressed, overwhelmed, I get irritated, I get agitated, I get angry, I get frustrated. I just find myself not who I want to be in any scenario. And I don't like that. I think that we can be better. I know I can be better. I believe you can be better. There's only one me. There's only one you. So we need to take better care of how we do our lives, how we interact with what our needs are. You know, I think about mommyhood, and majority of your existence as a mom is to caring for another human being. And there's definitely a pleasure in that, a little satisfaction in caring for another human being. But at the same token, it's exhausting. Long days, and That's if you have a healthy child. If you have a sick child, it's another layer that you're dealing with of stress and sleepless nights, and taking care of you is just not that easy in those circumstances. So I get it. I totally get it. So how do we achieve that? How do we achieve this lifestyle of constantly being aware when we're overwhelmed or stressed or frustrated or anger, and pulling away from that moment long enough to get into that rest? I think if you're dealing with children, sometimes your rest has to come from letting them find entertainment in something else, even if it's just for a few minutes, and you go zone out somewhere. Some people zone out listening to music. Your place. Find the place that you can go to where you can rest. If mommyhood is not such an issue for you, where you have little kids or babies to tend to, then what do you do that brings happy? Do you like going for walks, spending time with friends, going to the movies, sitting in your room with the book, curling up on the couch with the movie? What is it you like to do, sis? And if you haven't done it lately, maybe it's time you do it. Maybe it's time you schedule it in. With the holidays coming, everyone's hustling, bustling, trying to get things ready for the holiday season. And even that alone can add stress, unneeded stress. So if you can't do it now, for whatever the situation is, how about after the holiday? How about time for you? Plan it, schedule it, and commit to it. Whatever it is you're going to do, it will benefit you. It will benefit your family, your friends, and all the things that you're connected to in your obligations. This is a chance for you to connect with your inner self, to have moments of peace, prayer, reflection. So when I ask you, sis, hey, how you doing? You can say, I'm doing great. I feel rejuvenated and I'm ready for the next thing ahead, whatever that may be. I hope these words reach your heart and that you really find yourself in a position where you are actively looking for opportunities to get rest. If you find that rest is something that's hard for you to attain, let me know. Reach out to me. I have tons of ideas that can help you, and I would love to pray with you for opportunities to get rest. So if you're watching this video, let me know you listened to it. Let me know if it helped you in any way. But I want to make sure that I think about you and your needs. And as I'm telling you to rest, I'm going to go rest. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Moments of peace, prayer, reflection.